Hi, my name is Edith. I'm the founder of LiveTheBuzz, which is a mental health awareness organisation in the UK. And today we will be speaking to Joe Gilgun about self-regulation, understanding ourselves better, and loving kindness towards the future generations. Enjoy! So, talking about your career.
Yes.
Starting off your career working on Coronation Street, and then going to This Is England, and now having your own show, Boracic, and it's literally a play that you've written independently. Do you feel like creating was always a way that you could express yourself?
I think so. I think initially I always did, but I didn't outwardly, it wouldn't be an I think it was an outlet, but by mistake. Like I wouldn't actively seek it out, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't feel like yourself, we were talking earlier, and you get miserable, you'll go and have a paint or have a nice cup of tea or something like that. So my thing was always meditation. A little bit of meditation, something like that. But like I can't do them things. Like I'm 37, and I was raised much like you were talking of earlier, where it's like, look, just kind of get a grip now, man, because there's only so much we can do for you. But if you're ill, like it's consistent, isn't it? It's like, my mum said to me once, she said, you've always been like this. Even as a youngster, once every couple of months, you'd have just a fucking breakdown, a bit of unhinged behaviour for a young lad. And it just carried on, mate. It just fucking carried on. So I'm like, it feels like I'm like, so I'll give you an example, right? Brutal honesty. When you guys came in, instantly, my heart sunk. Now that's got nothing to do with this, you, the fucking day, anything. It's just a sinking feeling that I can't put my finger on, right? Now, I know that's a BPD reaction to a new environment, new people. Be careful, be fucking careful. It becomes this fucking snowball, and before I know it, it's just pure fucking panic. And for many, many years, I didn't know what to do with it. And I didn't know what it fucking was. Like, I'd just spin out of control. And I think what therapy and a diagnosis and tablets and all the help, speaking to people like yourself, it's given me understanding. I think just fucking accept it, like I'm 37 and I am fucking so sick of that journey of constant fucking change. Like, there's a part of me that's just all right. I'm trying to fix a thing that might not be broke,
I think that having empathy with yourself and compassion with yourself is so important in those moments. It's like we kind of go on, it's almost like a journey that you work to understand yourself, and it's like no one else can tell you how you are or what you are, or you can't verge your reaction on anyone else. It's literally just you being present with yourself, and that's how kind of you understand different things that might trigger you or might cause you some kind of reaction, and like just to be at peace with that and be compassionate with that and say, okay, that's just me, that's absolutely fine.
It's a difficult thing, isn't it, I think, and it takes a long time. It's a bit of a journey, that one. Like, I think, most people who are like having a meltdown and it's the beginnings of, Jesus Christ, I think I'm not very well. It's the realisation. It makes it even worse. Like, it's this fucking tragic roundabout you end up on, where you suddenly think, right, I've acknowledged that I'm unhappy. I've acknowledged that there's panic and trauma kicking off. What the fuck do I do? And it's the longest road before you get to the place where you go, actually, do you know what? I'm not that bad. Like, I'm certainly not as bad as I thought I was,
Yeah, it's like commemorating that as well, and just being present with that. It's like, I am proud of myself for how far I've come. Like, even just like surviving the days where it's the hardest days to survive, and like you get those days where honestly mental health is a life or death situation, because it's
fuck right.
Do you know what I mean? And I think when you have those days where you find yourself in a space where you are, unfortunately in a space where it might be that there are not that many options for you. There aren't that many words, and there aren't many people you can open up to. I think it's important then to kind of, when you've gotten through those days, you've used all those ways that you can like kind of regulate your own emotions, whether it's acting, breath work, writing, whatever it is, it's being proud of the fact that you've actually made it through those days, and like that's amazing.
It's a difficult thing to do, isn't it? I think to stop yourself and go like, hang on a minute, you've survived this, and you are a survivor as a result.
We'll have another breath, come on. We're doing another breath work.
One more breath. Ready?
Right. Ready?
I'm going to close my fucking eyes, take it serious. Right, come on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set. So breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. That one's amazing. It's like 7 breaths in for 7 seconds, and you do it 7 times. My next question for you, Joe, is what does mental health mean to you?
Well, it certainly means a lot to me, because my days are pretty much ran by me head, which I don't feel like I've any control over. My head, my mouth, the things, my behaviour, like really fucking unhinged, stupid shit that I'll do, whether it be sexually or it's always very self-destructive. I'm trying to fuck myself up, and I'm going to see if I can survive it. There's an element of that. I've never felt like it's a cry for help, because I try and hide it as best I can, you know. But for me, mental health is the words. It's very important, yeah, because it's. I wanted to say then, actually, and this is really dramatic. I wanted to say it's ruined my life, but I don't think that's. If I was talking to Hilda, my therapist, she'd say, that's ridiculous. She'd repeat it back to me. It's ruined your life. And I'd go, well, maybe not that, maybe not. But it's definitely been a fight that's been going on for a long time. It's like, I quite like boxing. Nice. You know, you get these like 3 fights, and it's just this ongoing battle between 2 guys or 2 girls who are just rivals, you know, and they're just equally as good as each other. Forgot my fucking point now.
You were talking about how it's a fight.
It is a fight. It's a war. It's a war. Getting accepting who you are, and just being all right. You know, just going all right. These are the things I'll do, but I'm a good lad. Like I would never not help a stranger in the fucking street. I'd never not talk to someone. I know every spice addict in the Northern Quarter.
So we were talking earlier about young people and changing the way that mental health is approached for young people, and we've all been young people once. Yeah. And if you've suffered from mental health, then we as a generation have been treated differently, but all kind of, I want to say it's been getting better over time, so maybe we might have not been treated in the way that we hope that our children will be treated, or people, the children of this earth, will be treated. So how do you believe that we can change and educate young people to understand themselves but also other people better?
Yeah, I think you've just said it. I think it's just like from a very infantry level, we need to be talking to children about each other people's feelings, because no one's doing anything to any. I say this every fucking time I do a podcast, and I know it's just a broken record, but it's a really big breakthrough that I had. No one's doing anything to you, you know. It's just everyone's just trying to get through a fucking day. Like the woman who cut you up in traffic, she didn't do it to you. She wasn't being a twat. She made a fucking mistake. Like, you know, like when someone's shouting in the middle of the fucking street, you fucking do, and everyone goes, oh God, how awful. What the fuck has he been through? What's she been through? Like, you see
I completely agree with you.
A homeless man who's drugged out on the steps. Fucking help. Like, it's about understanding. Why has that person just been mean to you then? Is what teachers should do. Let's talk about what just happened, and you tell me what's going on, not just here in this moment. Let's understand what's going on at home, especially with children, it's a whole package. And I think if parents are willing to be that bit more open, I think, and sort of say, look, this has been going on at home, and we just want to make you aware of this, so that when there is a potential incident, because I was like that. Mum and dad would have arguments. They were a very young mum and dad. Dad was always a drinker. Mum was gorgeous, wanted to go out dancing, and my dad was very much like that. You know, he was kind of like me, miserable, boring cunt. So, he... No. Oh, I am, love. I am, dude, honestly. But, yeah, it's a case of... So when my mum and dad would have problems, I would misbehave. I remember I drew a painting. This will make you laugh. Talking about painting and art. I drew a painting of me mum throwing a beer can at my dad. And they sort of had him in like, listen, he's drawn a fucking painting of violence and it's you two.
At school, that was
at
school.
It's like the start of a fucking murderer, you know what I mean? He's killing birds. I found him he's got a bit of a pile going on, it's weird. It's the smell that caught, that's how we found him. He's been very secretive. So like, I'd misbehave as a result of what would be going on at home, right? So I'd be a twat with a kid somewhere that didn't deserve it. And do not do that. You're fucking out of order. Why have you done that to him? Look at him now, he's crying. And at no point was there ever like a, why did you do that? Like, really think about it. I'm not angry now. Let's not be cross or angry with each other. Let's just have a think about why we've done what we've done. Like, so he's upset you. Yeah. And in that moment, you hit him back or whatever it might be. And you tell me, what is the right thing? What would a kind human being do? What would they do? Yeah. You know, and I think it needs to come from a very genuine place. Pigs, these little pigs, they pick up on it. They do. The pigs pick up on it. The pigs, they can see that you're not fully committing to what you're fucking saying. Yeah. You know, they're relying on and I think that includes, that goes all the way up to being into your teens, especially around that hormonal time. Where
it's so important.
Brutal, man.
So important.
Horrible cunts. Teenagers are horrible cunts. You're all of you. Horrible, horrible cunts. Cunts. They're not all horrible cunts, of course. I better back myself up on that one. But it's a terrible time. You're terrified.
Difficult. It is a difficult time. And I think that's the thing, like, my sister's an educator, so is my mum, but my sister is an educator, and she speaks to her, mental health is a real priority because of our history with kind of having so many brothers with mental health and seeing how the system really failed the young people and how
it did.
People weren't able to express themselves. You know, there's so many statistics that go along with basically children and young people not being supported and just getting kicked out, excluded for bad behaviour because they're, you know, whether it's because of the accent, where they come from, the ethnicity, their social, economic background.
The whole thing is.
And all these things contribute to how one young person will become an adult one day. And so when my sister, when she talks, like I was saying, she's an educator, when she talks to young children, she will say, how comes you did that? Like, how are you feeling in that moment? Because that's how it made me feel really sad that you felt the need to do that, or you felt the need to kind of act out in that way. But I think there's always that space that's created then.
Just cognitive, isn't it? To get them to figure out what they've done as well, you know, 100%. So that they can tell you. You tell me 100%. Why you feel the way, you know. Exactly. I think it's definitely a big deal.
Level of support, isn't it?
Yeah, and just being taught how to say, like, you know, to not feel ashamed of just saying, like, today it's shit. It's got nothing to do with anyone. Like, I feel out of control. I'm fucking out of touch with reality. I get that a lot. That frightens me when I'm just... Today is one of them. Like, it's a weird one today. Straight away, fucking hell. It's like the instant my eyes open.
But the fact that, like, now we're in a space where we can actually say that, and like, for it to be okay, and for that actually to just be an...
I'm always in that fucking space. Like, I've learned that just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it. Just say who you are. Like, we're so anonymous. Like, all of us, we you know, it's just a bizarre world to live in, because, you know, if you think about all the fucking Instagram and all the bullshit, everyone's so private. Like, when you actually meet a human, so if you go on an Instagram, you've got pictures of the kids and them being in love, and they're on Everest with their asses out and living the best life, but when you meet that person, of course it's a very different scenario, and often people are quite guarded, and it's my firm belief to just be yourself, even if that means being a massive twat. Just be fucking honest, be apologetic that you're a twat and mean it, but also accept that that's who you are.
How do you believe that your neurodiversities have acted as a strength in your life?
I would say that it is, it's a good question. I think it's a double-edged sword being nuts, because so I spend all my time, I'm not a socialiser, don't like this is too many now. You know, you're all really nice. Individually, you could stay for hours, but like, this is, for me, it always starts off a bit swamping. So work's very much like that, you know. Remind me of a question. So
neurodiversities like dyslexia and kind of things that
how have I coped, and
it's how have they acted as a strength in your career? How have they set you aside from what has been? How have they worked in your favour?
Storytelling. I can't read, I can't write, but I love listening. I'd sit and listen to my mum read me books when I was little. She'd do that for me, and I could sit for hours, and my mum, she'd make comments of it, like, you could sit for hours when I read to, so just fucking lie down. Eventually I would turn off. There'd be a lot of moving about like I'm doing now. I'll have some water, I was just there like, I might be showing the label, ambergris. So you know, I think it's been a strength in the sense that it's taught me to tell stories, because I can't really write them down. I can't really, but my imagination, I'm very lucky. I think I've got a good imagination. I mean, a lot of people do. It's just tapping into it. We all have a decent imagination. You've got a fucking shelf of stuff. You just got to find the bloody room.
Yeah.
And
well, it's amazing with dyslexia, because it's this part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, which is actually larger. So we actually have, the reason it's called neurodiversities is because we're just different. We just have a different formed mind from everyone else. So on the left side, it's really, really big, which is always associated with creativity, real kind of extroversion, being able to kind of create and flow in the sense of like expression. And I think the fact that people with dyslexia oftentimes are misunderstood in schools, I think it's an ode to kind of how it can be so right, is someone who's literally created their whole life incredible pieces that have kind of gone down and influenced generations of people, and it's like we are just neurodiverse people, and it is a strength.
I think we live in a society where you have to get it right all the time. The PC thing, like, you'll be called out and fucked over. You like, you've been saying it constantly. It's about learning and teaching gently. Anger doesn't fix it. It doesn't. It's love that will fix things. Like, you can't. I mean, it's just that bullshit. I mean, it's so corny to say it, but you fight anger with love and understanding, and that's just the way it is. Like, it's 100%. Just the way it is. You know, so
100%.
It's the only way to put the fire out. But I would say that for me, not being able to read and write, it's taught me to tell stories. It's given me an imagination and somewhere to go, because, like, you know, like, I watch Jack, my assistant, he reads a lot, loves to read, and some of the books just look like, well, they look like the instruction manual to a fucking sunbed, but he's loving it, you know. Now, I can see he completely escapes, he's gone, like, and if I was to nudge him, he'd be like, you know, because he's just so engrossed in it. But for me, I've never really had that, so I'd just sit imagining.
You know, mine used to be a faraway tree. My mum and dad, there was 5 of us in one room, right? There'd be like 2 bunk beds. I'd always share a bed with my little sister, and my dad would be there doing all the voices for like, there's someone called Fanny in it, and we'd all fucking crack up. And like they would basically climb up this massive tree, and they would climb up this massive tree, and they would just be absolutely having crazy wild adventures, and just like there was this person called Moonface, and it was really like it was very psychedelic, but yeah, they'd spend
and your
hours
dad did this for you, did
doing
he?
different voices and like spending like time just kind of reading. And I think that
was he a crazy odd dad, was he?
My parents are pagans, so they're like
fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it already.
They support
Amazing.
Wicca and stuff, but like
that's why you've come out this lovely, this zen aura about it. It's fascinating. I don't possess it. I'm a very intense, prickly wanker. I really, really try to not be, but like.
No, I think you're really funky, man. I think you're.
Dude,
really
I'm not
funky.
funky.
No, I think you're funky.
I've just tried for you, is what it is. You know, new on these shoes. Should we get them in? Get on that. Yeah. For fuck's sake, new on shoe that. But no, on a serious note, I often feel hard work for people, you know. So and I think that comes from my background with my mum and dad. You're fucking hard work, Charles. I used to get told that. I still get told that, you know. Like.
And I think sometimes with young people, like when the space isn't created for them to kind of express themselves, just what we were talking about, they never really feel like they can.
No, and you just end up
breaking
frustrated.
that cycle. Yeah, it's breaking that cycle of actually just saying, no, I'm gonna.
I feel like
I'm
this.
gonna be.
Because of this,
yeah, you can
and
take
also
up space,
being told that you're all right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you.
You can take up space, and there's nothing like. It's literally just like we are here. We are present.
Yeah,
you know, we're present.
yeah. And not putting the pressure on yourself or anyone else to get it right. Fucking there and then. You know, you don't have to fix yourself today. You've got a while to do it. But again, like the call out culture thing that's going on at the moment, like that's a big one. And it's these groups of what appears to be these self-righteous cunts. You know, it makes them feel, get some like social points, but I don't know how much integrity is behind some of it. If they were to dig deep, I think they're just attacking people, really.
And it's like anger, like some people choose to channel their anger in certain ways, and it's like...
It's not keeping us safe. Like, we've been doing that for quite a while. Doesn't seem to be working, does it?
It's not actively doing anything. It's lovely, lovely body art, man.
My tattoos are... I'll quickly tell you about them.
Yeah, go
so
on. Do you think they've been a form of expression?
They definitely have. Yeah. They definitely have. And what I've learned about BPD... Sorry, dude, keep shifting about. What I've learned is it's just... There's an element of self. There's a few case studies that's been done. People with BPD and tattoos, especially tattooing the fucking head, like I've been doing recently. I keep trying to do it again, and everyone's like, no, fucking hell, no, you can't have an arse on your chin. So just make it an arse.
My brother had a Nirvana like face on his toe, and so that if he ever died, which unfortunately he did, he had a tag around the toe, and it was like yeah.
Do you know, honestly, people are so fucking funny, man.
But yeah, you were saying about the tattoos on the head.
Yeah, tattoos on your head. It's a. I think there's an element of self-harm for me. Certainly, I wouldn't say that's true for everyone, but there is for me, and. For the pain of it, I mean, it's agonising. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate the process. I think I like being left injured after it.
I think
attractive
it's
to look at.
A lovely way of expressing yourself, though. It's very creative.
Well, yeah, I mean, but everyone does now, don't they? When I started, I think I'm not born in the fucking 80s or anything. Well, I was when I was 84. Shit. But it wasn't, you know, to have tattoos like this, it wasn't you were a fucking mess of a human being to have these, really, you know. And now it's become a very expressive thing. Yeah, it's exploded. Like, you know, like graffiti's the same, isn't it?
Yeah,
like people have stopped cleaning it and realised that it's beautiful. Yeah,
it's street art, man. It's beautiful. So my next question for you would be, what kind of advice would you give someone who was experiencing either very obvious, blatant, or very kind of under the cuff, like misunderstood discrimination towards their mental health or neurodiversity?
This is the problem, I think, right? So when you go to someone with a problem, one of the first things they'll do is they want to help you because they love you and they want you to feel better. It's also going to make them feel better if you feel better. Like there's a weight on them now. And so 9 times out of 10, you'll be given a relatively small list of things that you could do. So it's things like drink more water for a start off, stop doing that thing and try meditation. What you've accidentally done with some people is giving them extra shit to deal with. So they've come to you and gone, look, I'm having a fucking meltdown, like I don't know what I'm going to do. Like often the best thing to do is just hear it, go, fuck, I can't imagine that. So yeah, try not to give anyone a list. Obviously this is not my advice to the youngster who's got a problem. It's just generally for people to just understand that they're coming to you for they almost, I mean, for me personally, when I've gone to people with a problem, I'm seeking reassurance that there's evidence to support the fact that I feel sad, you know. And I think for a lot of people, that's what you need to do. Give yourself evidence. So, all right, I feel like shit. Well, don't just say that I feel like shit. Like, find someone, or even sit by yourself if that's what you want to do, and figure it out. But don't try to remove emotion as best you can. It's very, very difficult, especially if you're someone with a broad range of emotion. You know, it's difficult to ignore those because they feel very real, but it's not to say that they are. A lot of the evidence, so will it stand up in court? It's
powerful. Like, I think I remember this one time, like when I was studying, because I studied mental health in uni, and we did this kind of, it was like a activity almost, where it was you and 2 people behind you, and they were kind of whispering different things in your ear, really, really kind of aggressive, not nice, nasty things in your ear, and you had to sit there and have a conversation with another person who was in front of you, and it was one of the most difficult things I've ever done, but it gave a slight insight into how it might feel to have kind of, you know, paranoid psychosis, or kind of any kind of mental health issue that causes kind of psychosis, or hearing voices, or schizophrenia, you know, schizoaffective disorder. And I think that having that level of like acknowledging that even if you feel like you know that couch is not purple, if that person thinks that couch is purple, then that couch is purple to that person.
It's real for them.
And that's literally how it should be treated, I think. So absolutely. I 100% agree with you, and I think that's really important.
Just reassurance and love and kindness. It's just dead simple.
Love and
it's
kindness,
dead simple. Love and kindness, and just don't be a shit because you've woken up in a bad mood. Try your best to just be kind. I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, I certainly struggle with being kind when I'm in a bad place. I'm just a fucking horrible twat to be with, and I'm actively, I think, trying to ruin everyone else's day a little bit as well, you know, which is terrible. But what Jack knows, and my mum knows, and my sisters know, and people I work with, especially on Boracic, is that it's just nothing to do with them. What they see, they're just witnessing a meltdown. And that's all it is. It's just remove, you know, if you're in, because we should talk as well, I would say, about the people who look after people with mental health problems, because I think they sometimes get left behind, and it's exhausting for them. It's very, very difficult for people who have a partner or have a family member who's intense and suffers with manic highs and fucking bad temper, and you know, there's a lot to be said for those people. And I think in the process of normalising mental health, we also need to be aware of just understanding that those people, they do suffer with you, and you're not a burden, but you've got to appreciate. Don't take that for granted. Don't ever take it for granted.
That's really powerful. That's really powerful to hear. So I just wanted to ask one last question.
Yeah. I can't backflip. I've tried on trampolines and stuff, but I jarred all my shoulders, and since then I've never tried. And now I'm 37, got bad knees.
So
don't leave the house.
So my question for you, Joe, is Joseph Gilgun, is what do you believe your essence brings to the world?
Oh God. Fucking hell. I don't know. I mean, people have said it's helped them, me talking like this. Other people have said they're just bored of hearing it now. I don't know. I'm just another bloody drop in the ocean, really, of what is time. And you know, I think like I remember my friend. He came to see me. He reads a lot. Thomas Morey. He's out there, and he said, I was really sad, and I've been in a bad way for a long time. And he said, nothing matters. Do you know that? I went, what do you mean? I couldn't get out of my fucking bed. He went, nothing matters. You don't matter. I don't matter. Your fucking mum downstairs doesn't matter. Neither do your sisters. Neither does his missus. No one and nothing matters. He said, life's just a giant mistake.
It's very empowering.
Yeah, we're just a ball of fucking dirt floating around in abyss, and we're all so fucking self-absorbed. So in all truth, I'd like to be one of them people who doesn't feel like he's given a fucking thing to the world. It'll be better when I'm gone. I'm just an oxygen thief. Honestly, I've never felt like a guy. I'd love to tell you I feel like I've given the world this, but I don't feel like I've given him a fucking thing. I feel like the world's given me I'm so lucky. I don't know anyone who's lucky like I've been, and I'm like so humbled by it. But it's scary, you know. Like, you know, having been so miserable and so unhinged for so long, like the idea of going back there, that doesn't really leave, you know. I can't seem to get shut of it. And there's an element of me as well that, you know, because I always say I want to get out of these woods. I do want to get out of these woods, but I think it'd suck on the outside. I think, you know, my jam is I'm not very social. I sit on my own with my dog, smoking dope off the balcony, listening to music, just collecting music, coming up with ideas, thinking about whale vomit, that sort of stuff. And so going out, doing that whole routine, it's never been my jam. I've never been that kid with the bejeweled t-shirt and an orange girlfriend, or boyfriend for that matter. And I've always envied that. I've always gone, fuck, why aren't I that? Yeah. Like, because I've got all this, you know, you're a telly guy, aren't you meant to be shagging everyone everywhere? And I'm not him. Like, I want to be. There's days where I go, I fucking wish I was one of them shaggers in a bejeweled t-shirt, you know, just having massive fights and being a stupid cunt all the fucking time, not giving a fuck about anyone but myself. Yeah. But, you know, and because that's what's promoted as being cool. And for any of you fuckers out there that are inward and like to sit on your own, if there were a billboard on every fucking street corner of me itching me bollocks on the fucking couch, that's what we'd all be doing, and maybe I'd be the cunt out there in the bejeweled t-shirt. You know what I mean? So, like, accept who you are. I'm antisocial, prickly, but I love people. I really do. It's hard to see when I'm feeling it, when I'm in that place, but I really do love people, and I honestly believe that the only way to overcome all of this is to understand gentle kindness and don't attack it. Just don't attack it. That's another corny one. Don't stop the wave, learn to surf. Yeah. Someone said that somewhere. Someone cool and intelligent that wasn't me.
That's amazing.
Anyway, listen, this, from on my end, if I could say, I'm sorry it took so long. This has been really strange on the pillows. And I struggled earlier on, but the start of the interview, I had to try and calm myself. Like I've been agitated all day, and just sitting still with you now, and hearing the reassuring laughs from you two, it's really changed my day. I really mean that. And so you know, let that be a fucking lesson to any cunt out there. Allow yourself to repair. You don't have to get better right there and then. Give yourself time. There isn't pressure. You know, surround yourself by lovely people who give a shit. It's just easy when you look at it like that. Don't hang out with cunts.
I got you.
Just an amazing dude. Yeah, man.
They're my favourite band, have been since I was a kid.
Brethren.
Mate, This Is England has been something that has... I shaved my head. I had a shaved head for 5 years.
Did you?
I had a shaved head for 5 years.
You're a badass.
Yeah.
That's a brave move. Let me tell you, like the Toots and the Metals, I'll quickly tell you about the... Do you remember the 54-46 song?
Mate.
54-46.
That's my
Do you
number.
know about that? Do you know the background behind the song?
No, I don't actually.
54-46.
It's my favourite song actually.
It was his prison number, and right now someone else has that number. He was innocent. What they did to me, they were wrong. Like, listen to them words again. He got, I think, I know I could be fucking wrong here, but he was a bit of the lead singer. He's a bit of a lad. Likes to smoke, likes to have a drink.
Passed away.
Has he? God love him.
COVID, man.
I tell you, COVID had him. Fucking unreal, isn't it,
I
man?
I believe so.
This is such a thoughtful gift, mate. I've never owned a vinyl, you know.
No, wait. This is
That's
like,
my first...
and it's a rare one.
They've got very brown pants on. At no stage has anyone gone, listen, you two cunts are in the same jumper and top, and everyone's got the same, brand and everything.
It's beautiful. Toots Hibbert is one of my favourite people in the whole world.
I won't fuck with him, you know. He actually, he's got a bit of
gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
look at
handsome.
This. Oh, it's only 1,000 in the world, Joe. There you go, darling.
Is it really?
It's only 1,000.
I feel like you've given me too nice a thing
no,
there.
No, mate, don't worry about it.
Do you ever worry when someone gives you something like,
Do you want
sure
this back?
that's really might... Listen, you can always come back for that. You might change your mind.
I did also include one of my prints as well, so if you wanted to...
Ace.
If you like... I mean,
show me your print then. I'm fascinated.
art?
But yeah, I love it, yeah. I've been... That is
art, yeah.
fucking bizarre. It's nothing like I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so I do a collaboration. It's called edXS with my brother. So it's his sketches, and then I use the acrylic background and gold leaf as well. But it's all for mental health.
It's so cool.
Thank you for watching this video with Joe Gilgun. Check out my previous video with Benjamin Zephaniah where we talk about meditation, emotional language, and resilience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for our upcoming videos, and check out our website, LiveTheBuzz.org. Thank you, bye.